And I'm back. Part 1 of this video cut off kind of suddenly. I have a lot on my iTunes right now and it's clogging up my phone memory. But anyways, spent the 16th of June sorting baby clothes for a dear friend, getting everything packed up to send to her. Friday was when things really started to get busy with summer. I said, no time today. After a few weeks, I wasn't even able to manage that. But started my marathon training officially with an 8-mile run. Met some friends at a local restaurant. I got one of their Malibu beach buckets to celebrate the start of marathon training. We had some guests staying for the weekend. Saw them off, and we got our son a jigsaw puzzle. He's really gotten into puzzling, and he likes puzzle games on the iPad and tactile puzzles like jigsaw puzzles and three-dimensional puzzles. So 1 week of whatever, then I start scheduling our summer days a little more just to give us some structure. Got some delicious corn-flavored ice cream from Murenco's is the name of the ice cream manufacturer. It's a Maryland area creamery, and they do an exclusive sweet cream and corn flavor for Whole Foods, which is absolutely delicious. I also got lavender honey, and that was good too, but the corn was wonderful. Orange is the New Black. My husband and I sat down and binge watched the new season. Excellent as always. Watched The Ring, the American version, with our daughter. She loved it. Our first track night got canceled due to a thunderstorm, so instead we ran hills, because we can do that indoors. Actually, we run in a parking garage up and down the ramps. Had movie night number 2. Since our oldest child, our daughter, got to watch The Ring. The next night, our son watched Goonies. He's a little bit younger, so he couldn't watch The Ring, but we stayed up and watched Goonies with him. Had some popcorn and peanut butter cups and his favorite orange San Pellegrino. The next day, I said, it's an ochazuke day. I love this instant ochazuke mix. Delicious. It's comfort food. So good and so lazy. I love it. Friday the 24th was my husband and my 16th wedding anniversary, and I was also preparing for a Girl Scout camp out. Still making good use of these floral washi tapes. Really do love those. Camping overnight on Saturday with s'mores and a nice campfire and our tent. I said packing up our tent makes me feel like Capsule Corps if you're a Dragon Ball fan, because this tent it folds up so small. It's a really great tent, and it folds back into its bag, which is great. I've actually not owned a large tent that goes as easily back into its carry bag as this one does, and it's got wheels, so you can pack it all up and pull it along, so that was great. Went for a long, slow, hot 10-mile run. Did a little knitting on the 27th. If you're a knitter, the wisp pattern written for Rowan's Kid Silk Haze. I made one of those as a gift for a friend. They call this yarn Knittable Air, and I see what they mean. It's so light and kind of puffy, and it's beautiful. Ordered some buttons for that. Another track night, 3 miles. Got a pizza verde at Bertucci's and a sangria. Hung out with a friend, and it was lovely, lovely, lovely. Made reservations to take our kids to the beach. And this is, I was saying in an earlier post, you can't use these often in the Hobonichi because they add too much bulk to the pages, but it's like a 3-dimensional, made for scrapbooks. I got it at Michael's, but every once in a while, if there's a really good one, I'll use it. And it's got real sand on it. I thought that was cute. I've been holding on to it until we do something beach related. Need to get the dog more flea and tick meds, but I also got myself some new socks and new calf sleeves as heading into the real hard work of marathon training. This is another one of those labels like I was talking about in the previous video. Soaked a beer bottle and slid the label off, soaked it in warm water and dish soap. I had been looking, I can't get the grapefruit shandy from Harpoon right near where I am, so I was trying some other grapefruit beers to try to find something similar. I didn't like this one because it is an IPA, and I should have known I don't usually like IPAs, but I tried it anyway. I did love the label, though. I thought it was cute. And started reading The Girl with All the Gifts. This was on July 1st. 12-mile run. Learning to slow down on these long runs, and I drew a little sort of a kind of a chart over my course through downtown that day on my 12 miles. Got back into power yoga over the summer. I had missed a couple weeks. This is where my summer really, I lost the rest of July there because I just got too busy. And I said, what happened to the rest of July? When I got to August, I really thought I was going to make a better effort in August and get back on the stick and keep up with my artwork and my Hobonichi the way I had been able to during the regular part of the year. I made a valiant effort at it, and I got a little bit of stuff done, but again, August ended up getting away from me as well. We'll see how September goes now that school is back in session. This summer is presented by Lemon Lime Gatorade. Drinking a lot of that. It has been a crazy hot summer. It really has. And the baby got sick. Feels fine. Looked gross. So gross. He got hand, foot, and mouth, which is it's more of an annoyance than anything as long as they don't get a truly terrible case of it. It didn't last long, but something else to keep you occupied. Week of fast food, but I did run 3 miles. Got a new pair of sneakers. Said finally found the right shoes. I've had a really hard time with trying to find good shoes for my marathon training. I wear Hoka's. That's the brand. I love them, but they changed the model of shoe that I typically wear, and I've been trying really hard to find some of the old style before they changed them. Thank goodness for eBay. I found some unworn and in the box. So I'm wondering how my phone battery is going to hold up. I've actually been using, as you can see, I've been using my Hobonichi for some real notes as opposed to just artwork. And so I've been using it for more than half a year now, and I am finding, as I had hoped it would be, that the Hobonichi, it's a really useful, it is a good form factor for me. I do like returning to paper planning over just using Google Calendar or electronic calendars. For me, it works better. I do both. I tend to put my dates into the electronic calendar as well, just because for my husband and myself, trying to coordinate things with the kids, it does make it much easier if I can put it on Google so that he can check it or I can check it from wherever we are. But I love the Hobonichi. I'm definitely planning to get another one. I noticed the new ones are getting ready to come online within the next few days. I am considering getting a cousin next year. Oh, and I can see I'm about to run out of battery. So I will continue this yet again. Thanks a lot. I'll be back.